Hi, Shonda and Laura here with Three Oaks Studio, and welcome back. Today we are going to show you how to sit a simple tablescape. If you look on Pinterest, you look on all these, there are some very beautiful, elaborate tablescapes that are just absolutely stunning. They're beautiful. But we're going to break it down for you today and show you how you can use what you have, find some thrift store finds, things like that to set a simple, elegant table. So we just always have, this is our outdoor setting table here, and we always just have these lanterns sitting here. So we're going to remove these and we're going to show you our first look and what we're going to use for a base. So if you have a beautiful table, you don't even have to worry about a table covering. Or we like to, you know, as you get to know us here at Three Oaks, you know that we are always talking about layering. So you don't have to buy fancy tablecloths. We are using this blanket that we have, and we're just gonna throw this on our table, and we're gonna do it diagonally. Just kind of, let's diagonal like that. Just kind of gather it like that a little bit. We'll bunch it up in the middle a little bit. Make sure we're even there. Yeah, I think that's good. We want a good flat surface here to put our plates. But once again, just a simple blanket, some extra fabric you have. It doesn't have cheesecloth. You can use cheesecloth and dye it with all kinds of colors. That makes beautiful table runners. It makes a beautiful table covering. So once again, it can be very simple, not a lot of money, but just a good solid little base here. So once again, we got our blanket. So now we're going to put down our chargers. Now this is what we're going to call, for this is our investment piece. These are wood chargers. This is from the Hearth and Hand by Magnolia, and these were $11.99. So for our purposes, that's a lot of money for our table because most of our things came from the thrift store. But this is a good, what I call investment piece, because you're going to use this over and over and over. So you will get your money's worth out of these. Buy one or two at a time and then just stock up to ever how many place settings you have. So we're going to go ahead and put this down for our base. All right, once you've got your wood chargers down, now this comes with the fun accessories. This is when you can add your personality, you can add the seasonal touches, you can add just all the fun things right here. But once again, dishes that you can find at the thrift store, dishes that you collect over time. You might have got a beautiful set handed down from your grandparents or your parents. So use what you have. You don't have to go out and buy all of this at once. So we're going to start with a basic white plate. I always like to show people what you can do with a basic white plate. So we're going to go ahead and put these down next on our chargers. There's your one, Laura. Okay, so now we've got our chargers down. We've got our basic white plate. So now we're going to add some napkins. So once again, I got these napkins. These came from Pottery Barn, but I got them last year at the end of the season when they were on sale. So once again, shop at the end of the seasons, shop when things go on sale. So we try never to pay full price here at Three Oaks. We are bargain and thrift store hunters. So once again, we got these after season. So you can, you know, put just, you know, down on your plate just like this. All right, Laura, let's get some silverware. All right, so now we're going to place our silverware. it's not really, so it's copper, but I get tongue-tied very easily, and it's the proper word is cutlery. Cutlery. I have a hard time with that word. Cutlery. Anyhow, this little Southern girl has a hard time with words. All right, so we brought out these copper tones, so we're gonna go ahead and place those down. Hey, let's try them on our on our plate, our napkin. Oh, that's pretty, just like that. Yep, I like that with that napkin. That's just very pretty. While Laura is putting down our cutlery, I'm going to see what we can bring in for our centerpiece. Oh, no. I'm not going to do centerpiece. I'm going to do our glassware. Ooh, let's do this chocolate. So, these are amazing, aren't they? And they're like heavy. I don't know if you can zoom in to see. This is, I would say, these are probably 70s. These right here are probably 70s. Wouldn't you think so? Yeah. 70s. But once again, we got all of this at the thrift store. So let's just put two different ones, like it's kind of diagonal them out. That looks good. Yeah, make a little nest. Spread your little blanket. Make it where it'll all set down there, nice and flat. You don't want anybody knocking over their drink. Yeah. All right, so we've got a good basis here. We've got our table covering. We have our investment charger. We have our basic white plate with the napkin on time. Our little copper forks, spoons, and knives there. We've added our vintage thrift store glassware. And that is, I mean, that's just pretty just like that. Add some candles on there. You call that a day. We're gonna add some of these pretty, not liking that with it. Let's just do a simple wood. Once again, we found this at the thrift store. I think I paid $4 for this. You wanna get us a candle to go, oh, out of one of our lanterns. If you watched our decorate with us our fall porch, you would see that we put these in the lantern. So we have some more. So I'm just going to put these in our little hurricane here. I know. What else would you put in a hurricane like this, Laura?
You can get the really pretty leaves.
Leaves.
The preserved leaves, those would be pretty.
At Christmas time, I love doing the cranberries in that. With orange slices, dried orange slices. That is beautiful. You'll probably see us doing that this Christmas season coming up.
It doesn't have to be a seasonal thing.
No.
Put in coffee beans.
Oh, coffee beans.
A real candle, and the warmth from the candle kind of keeps the coffee beans
Oh, that's a great idea. I love that. I do too. I love that. Okay, so once again, thrift store find right there with all of our acorns in it. But once again, I'm going to call this the chocolate table. The chocolate table. We got all these shades of browns on here with our glass. That glassware just really brought it together. But once again, simple. This was it. It doesn't have to be elaborate. And the main thing about this is the friends that you invite over. It's the conversations that you have around the table that really makes that night special. But this is very welcoming. So let's see what we can do next. We're gonna do these cute little deer plates. This is Queen's, made in England. They remind me of the Spode, and I love Spode, but Spode is out of my budget, so this is the next best thing right here. So I'm just gonna place that on top of that white plate. Laura, I'm gonna let you hit those over there. Here's you one more. Now I'm going to take our napkin and I'm going to place it just right on top of the charger so it hangs over and your corners are just coming to the top of your charger. Put that white plate down, put your little deer plate on top of that. Just let it hang off like that right there. So on this one, we just did a traditional place setting. We put our napkin underneath the plate on top of the charger, and we did our Cutlery. Laura, teach us the trick. What's the trick that we do?
So it's basic table setting. This is not all of the grand etiquette of it.
It's not the salad spoon and all that. So we have 3 pieces is all we're using.
Yeah.
Just a basic.
Simple.
Yes.
So I was taught fork goes on the left because it's F-O-R-K-L-E-F-T.
F-O-R-K-L-E-F-T.
Yes.
Okay.
Fork. And then spoon and knife go on the right because it's K-N-I-F-E and S-P-O-O-N.
Ah, that's a good little tip to remember.
That's how it sticks in my brain.
Fork left for 4, knife, spoon, right, because it's 5.
They're together.
And they're all, that's a good tip. Listen right there.
I've remembered it for many years like that.
So that's a tip to help you remember just a basic little table setting. So once again, we just added another layer, another pattern. I love pattern on pattern on pattern. That's my jam. I love it. So once again, just another simple look. Let's mix it up again. So we have taken the table completely down to the bare bones again. We're going to bring out this fabric. As you can see, it's just a raw piece of fabric. So pretty. I love these colors in it. And we're going to do it just like a table runner. No, we're going to cover up the whole table. That's what we're going to do.
Agreed.
You know, that's the beautiful thing. I love these colors. Let's bring it over just a little bit. All right. So now we're going to go back and we're going to put our wood chargers down. Remember, these are what we call our investment pieces. That's the ones that we're going to use for all kinds of occasions. Now we're going to use these cute little pumpkin plates. These came from Home Goods and they were $4.99 a plate. So those are so pretty, and we're just going to place it right there on that charger. Laura, throw those around there, bro. So we've got just our basic little piece of fabric down. We got our wood chargers. We've moved to these pretty little pumpkin plates that we got at Home Goods. And now we're going to add these little pumpkins. We got these pumpkins at the end of season last year on clearance for 50% off at Target. And I think these ended up being $2 a little pumpkin. And they're little soup bowls. Look how cute. And we're just going to place that with our pumpkins right there on top.
It's perfect for chili.
That is, oh my goodness, we could do some chili in that, and baked potato and a salad. That sounds delicious. That's yum. All right, to add something different to our table, let's do our brass candlesticks. We're going to add some vintage thermoses right here. We're going to group them together. Once again, these were all thrift store finds, yard sale finds, flea market finds, anywhere you can find a good bargain. And let's see here. Here are some candlesticks. Let's see what we got here. Do what? Oh, that would be pretty. Oh, let's go find that.
Yeah.
Go find that.
Okay.
We got that. we're gonna use, while Laura's gone to get our soup tureen, we're still gonna use our basic copper. All right, so what we've done, again, we've brought in some thrift store glasses here. Let's change that one out. What? So we've got these pretty amber yellow colors. That brings out that yellow that's in that plate. Place it there. We did very simple vintage thermoses with the bigger piece that we got from Target last year on clearance. I have a bug on me. Okay. And sorry. and just like our little candlesticks. You remember we like using things in groups of 3 of varying heights. So you'll see that repeated here with the thermoses, you'll see that repeated here with our candlesticks. So once again, another very simple tablescape, but I like it.
But anything fall.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for anything fall.
So now we're going to show you a real basic, use what you have in your yard. That'll be our last look. Join us as we do that. Okay, so this is our final basic look that we're doing tonight. So no table covering, just a basic white plate. Like you can get white plates at Walmart, you can get them at Dollar General, you can get these anywhere, just a basic white plate. And this time we are just using a paper napkin, but it's a pretty paper napkin. And we're just gonna put it in the center of our little plate there. Yes, Home Goods has some really pretty napkins, real pretty ones. So now we're just using these beautiful, oh my goodness, we have enjoyed these flowers all summer long. We have a local grower that I get these flowers from every week because I just absolutely love them. But they're coming to an end soon. And it makes me so sad. So we're going to enjoy these last little bounty of these beautiful flowers. Oh, look at these dahlias. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. With those oranges in there, that's so pretty. I think that gives us enough right there. And we're going to drop our candles in here. Literally drop them. Literally gonna drop it in there. Bring out some. This time we're even just gonna we don't need a knife. We're just gonna do a fork and a spoon. Right on the middle. While you do that, I'm going to do green glasses. Once again, we have these thrift store finds. I just pick them up. You'll see how they're all different. Anytime I see one, I just grab it. And I love how they're all different. What else we need? Oh, a little water pitcher. Once again, just pick that up around town. And I think that's all we're gonna do. So guys, this is our final look. Once again, just as simple as you can get. Don't put a whole lot of effort into it. I mean, I love a pretty table. I mean, and we do some pretty tables. But the most important thing about this table is the people that will be around it, the conversations that are had around it, and the memories that you'll be making around the tables. That's the most important thing about the tablescapes. So guys, we thank you for joining us. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for all your lovely comments, and we've enjoyed getting to know all of y'all. And once again, it would just mean so much to us if you would just subscribe to our sweet little channel we've got going on here. So once again, we thank you so much. Thank you. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, it was so good to see him. So anyway, once again, we thank you so much. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you here next Friday. Bye, guys.
Bye.